Hey everybody, today on Northern Revolutions, we're going to a record show. We're going to the record show in Guelph, Ontario. I'm here with my wingman. Say hi.
Hi.
We're going to go meet Jeff from Speaker's Corner, and we're going to go do some crate ticket. So stay tuned. Community. Welcome to Northern Revolutions. I'm Rob. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. It's been a minute since I've seen everybody. It's been 2 weeks, as a matter of fact. I've been sick as a dog. I think I still sound kind of funny. I got the stomach flu for a week, and just as I was on the mend from the stomach flu, I got a cold, a hell of a cold. And I'm still getting over it. I still have a little bit of congestion, but I hope I'm on the mend. So, as I mentioned in the intro, it was a record show today. First time I've been to a record show since before the pandemic. Anyway, in the town that I live in, which is about 140,000 people, we have a small show that happens twice a year. It's in the spring, it's in the fall. I didn't go back in the fall, so I wanted to make sure that I went this spring. And I went with Jeff from Speaker's Corner. Jeff and I have been talking for a while. I mean, quite a while. I mean, almost a year now that I've been in the VC. Jeff and I are probably the closest geographically to each other. He lives in the next town over, which is 20 minutes away. Originally, my wife was going to tag along because she loves to collect records as well. We were going to drop my son off at a family member's, and the two of us were going to go and meet Jeff and do some record shopping and whatever. And didn't quite turn out that way. My wife ended up getting sick. So it was just me, and I had to bring my son along, who you saw in the intro. He's 7, not into the record thing, but he was an awesome little man, super well behaved, let Dad look around the record show for a little over an hour, and they found some stuff, which is awesome. And I think there's something sort of poetic about that, because I remember being a little bit older than he was, and my dad would drag me to record shows. Man, I hated it. And I just thought it was torture. And now here I am doing it to my son. Nevertheless, we went and we met Jeff. It was at the Royal Canadian Legion in Guelph, Ontario. A small show. I want to say there might have been 25 vendors there, maybe. I'm going to show you what I picked up today. The first thing that I grabbed is an album I've been looking for a long time. The Gilded Palace of Sin by the Flying Burrito Brothers. This is an original Canadian pressing, and it's still in the shrink. It's open, but it's still in the shrink. Needless to say, the record is absolutely flawless. Does not look like it's ever been played. So, fantastic find on this. I'm undecided as to whether I'm going to take the shrink off or not. I don't really care that it's in the shrink. It's not sealed, so what does it really matter? I'd like to see the cover, but I don't know. I haven't done it yet. So anyway, glad to finally have this. I've got a couple other Burrito Brothers records, but obviously this was the biggie. The next thing I picked up a month or two ago on the weekly live stream that I do with Glenn Calloway and Sam St. John, we talked about our favorite albums of 1973, and this was one that I had included in my list. Even though I didn't own it in physical format, I've got it digitally, but I didn't have it on vinyl. So I found it today. Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I mean, pretty landmark double album. Obviously, Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's a fantastic double album. I would imagine this is a reissue because it's got this it's not a hype sticker. It's printed right on the jacket. So I assume that this is a reissue of some year. But anyway, I don't really care if it's an original or not. I just wanted this, and this is a super clean copy. There's not even ring wear on the cover, and the records are look brand new. For those of you that watched the wide-ranging discussion I had with my friend Bob Egan, who was a member of Wilco and Blue Rodeo, I interviewed him, and he talked about, the 20 albums that shaped him as a musician. And one of the ones he talked about was Bruce Springsteen's The River. I'm trying to get into Springsteen. I've got, Born to Run, Born in the USA. I'm trying. I'm getting there slowly, but it's not grabbing me yet. But I figured this is the one everyone raves about. Again, another double album. So the vendor at the show had it very reasonably priced and in good shape. So let's give it a go. Regular viewers of my channel will know that I'm a huge fan of Linda Ronstadt. I think she's the greatest female singer of all time, and I have many of her albums. I've picked up 2 albums today that I'd been looking for a while and had never actually seen in the wild. This is the first album by the Stone Ponies, which was the trio that she was in before she went solo. This came out in, 71, 72, something like that. This is a reissue that came out in 73 when, her solo career exploded. They reissued this and called it The Stone Ponies, featuring Linda Ronstadt, when originally it was just the self-titled The Stone Ponies. But I'd been looking for this forever today, and I found it, and I paid $5 for it. So, win. From that same vendor, I picked up another Stone Ponies record. This is called Stony End, Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies. This is a compilation that came out after the Stone Ponies had disbanded. They put out 3 albums, and then Linda went solo. And this was a compilation of songs featuring her, obviously, from the second and third Stone Ponies albums. So Different Drum is on here, which was the big hit she had with the Stone Ponies. It's a Michael Nesmith cover. So this came out in, I believe, 73, 74, or something like that. The last 2 records that I picked up, I know Jeff from Speaker's Corner will be a big fan of, because I know he's a big Elvis fan. So am I. I don't live near the Elvis that he does, but nothing but admiration for Elvis. I picked up this. This is the complete Sun Sessions. I had this on CD when I was a teenager, and if I look on my CD shelf, I think I still do. Didn't even know this was available on vinyl. This came out in 1987 on RCA. And this is just, there's two sides of the master takes. Then there's side 3, which are outtakes, and then side 4 is just a bunch of alternate takes of 2 different songs. But I just love the Sun Sessions Elvis stuff. I mean, this is him at his best, arguably. This is, who knew that would become the career that it became. So I just love this stuff. There's great stuff on here like That's Alright, Blue Moon of Kentucky, Good Rockin' Tonight, Mystery Train, just amazing Sun Session stuff. So I'm glad to have finally found this on vinyl. And last but not least, another Elvis record that I talked about again in one of the Glenn Calloway live streams. It's Elvis Aloha from Hawaii, the live satellite broadcast. It's older, fatter, diamond-studded jumpsuit Elvis, which when I was younger, I used to think was ridiculous. But now in my old age, I think all Elvis is cool. Young Elvis, corny movie star Elvis, diamond-studded jumpsuit Elvis. I mean, shit, only he could pull that off and still be friggin' cool. So I can't wait to listen to this. So there you go, folks. There's some of my finds from the Guelph Record Show today which I was thrilled to go to with Jeff from Speaker's Corner. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description for those of you that are not familiar with Jeff. Please subscribe to his channel. He makes great videos. He has a hell of a music collection. Very, very knowledgeable guy, and generally all around super nice man. So I wish I could have spent a little more time with Jeff today, but sick wife and 7-year-old in tow, it was a little bit of a challenge, but I'm glad we did it nonetheless. And yeah, I'm glad to be on the mend. Hopefully my voice will be back to normal in a day or two, but thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Catch you on the flip side.